What's good, family? Chief Drano is live. Welcome to my channel. I am Chief Drano. If you're new, please subscribe, support the channel, help us grow. We're currently, I think, 629 subscribers, so we are growing. Thank you to all my existing subscribers as well for keeping the channel running. I highly appreciate all of you for your support. If you come through, please let us know who you are. By all means, leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel. Today is the 15th of November, 2019. So, time is running very fast. We've got no time to waste. As African people, the world is changing every day at a very, very fast pace. So we need to catch up. Okay, we need to catch up. This is what social media is all about. Okay, we need to interact with one another and just discuss whatever is going on. Okay, So sound is good. Everything's good. So a lot has been happening. Okay, I'm very focused about Africa, Pan-Africanism, global unification of everyone of African descent. Okay, making a home base of operation on the continent, the mother continent. Okay, it is our home, it is our birthright. Okay, we need to claim it and make the most of it. All right. So today I have a bit of time, so I am gonna leave my email in the chat. So when you come in, if you'd like to jump on with me, if you'd like to be on with Chief Drano and interact with me, by all means you can do so. Okay, so all right, so my email is out there. Okay, I'll open the floor for anyone to jump in. But today's topic, okay, I have several topics to discuss today, with a focus on Africa. The recent ICPD summit in Kenya, the Kenya summit. Okay, International Commission for Population Development. And it is very clear. Okay, it is very clear they're pushing the homosexual agenda. Okay, Africans do not hate gay people. Gay people exist everywhere else. I mean, the root word for gay is happy. Okay, people that are happy, but there's other connotations to it. But Africans do not inherently hate gay people. Gay people exist everywhere. Okay, it's been part of history. It's been part of human nature. Okay, to go against the grain sometimes. The African understands that nothing homosexual, okay, can bring forth life, and the African is all about life. The African is all about continuation of life. Okay, and the African. So homosexuality has no place in Africa. Okay, it's very, very frowned upon, and it's against the cultural norms. Okay, it's against the cultural norms. So so what is happening is, in the past 10 years, the entire world have been pushing this agenda to Africa, and Africa keeps rejecting it because it's not part of our culture to do that. So Obama tried it. Okay, and those people who give aid to Africa also push the agenda that if Africa does not accept homosexuality, they're gonna stop funding Africa. Africa is like, yeah, keep your funds. Okay, your funds are not helping us develop anyways. So we need proper development, we need infrastructure. And this is what Uhuru Kenyatta told Obama. Okay, we need infrastructural development. We need hospitals. We need, clinics. We need, agricultural equipment. We need mechanized farming to cultivate our food. We need to combat diseases, epidemics, on the continent. Okay, homosexuality is a non-question. It's a non-agenda. Uh, it's a non-issue for Africa. We don't have a problem with that. The African fundamentally, respects the human rights of everybody. Okay, the African came up with the human rights. Okay, it's called Ubuntu. Okay, meaning I live because you live. Okay, this is the African philosophy. So you can't reverse that. Okay, you cannot reverse that. So during the ICPD summit, okay, Uhuru Kenyatta reiterated that again and let the whole world know that, okay, we're not for that. Okay, we're not for that. So you know and also further on, explaining the issues that Africa faces. Okay, not homosexuality. He was this women's rights need to be pushed again in the ever changing world. Women need to be uplifted the most, because someone once said that if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. So this is what it is. Okay, so more girls need to go to school. More girls need to there needs to be a balance between work and home duties and stuff like that. So every woman needs to be empowered. So we've seen this happening, all over the continent, in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Botswana, Kenya, Rwanda. Rwanda having more women in the parliament, than men. So, I mean, this is a non-issue at all. Okay, it's a non-issue, but the main issue is how to improve people's lives on the continent. All right. So, yeah, without much ado, I give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me share this. Let me share this. I haven't shared this. Let me give me a minute. I'll share this quickly and then I'll share this to my WhatsApp group. Okay. Yeah. I see 3 people in here. Please leave me a comment. All right. Let me know who you are. Okay. Welcome to my channel. I am Chidrano. Okay. Let us know who you are. All right. Let us know who you are. And my email address is in the chat. Okay. If you'd like to hop on, okay, send me an email. I'll bring you on and we can talk about these issues. Happy Friday. Okay. Happy Friday. Today is the 15th of November. So we're halfway through November already. So which is really fantastic. All right. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Nigel boy, thanks for joining. I just sent you a link. But you're already here. Welcome to the stream. Okay, welcome to the stream. Who else is here? All right. So yeah, I started off talking about the ICPD, okay, International Commission for Population Development, and why they're pushing the the depopulation agenda onto Africa. Okay, it is said that Africa is projected to be 4 billion people by the close of the century. So by the year 2100, Africa is going to be 4 billion people, and that alone is a superpower. Okay, that in itself is a superpower. Africa will surpass China, okay, uh, and Africa will have the biggest, working class. Okay, the majority of the population of Africa currently is 1.2 billion, about 1.2 billion people. A majority of it, about 70% of this population is the youth under 30 years old. Majority are 17 years old. Okay, so these people are going to be the future of Africa as development progresses in Africa, healthcare, sanitation, infrastructure, and everything. Okay, uh, there's going to be affordability, housing. The population is only going to grow. Okay, it's only going to grow. Uh, the life expectancy of the African currently is 67 years old. Okay, 67 years old. It will get better. All right, it will get better. So the whole world is seeing it. Okay, we've heard Prince William talk about this. Bill Gates is always talking about this family planning. Da 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 da. Okay, they want to cut down Africa's population. The main reason why they even targeted Africans as fuel for the Industrial Revolution. So that's why they came to rape our ancestors on the continent and took them to the Americas and Europe to use them as slaves. Okay, this is the only reason why. Okay, so depopulation has always been an agenda on the menu for the global superpowers. But we have China on our side. Okay, we have Russia on our side. These people only care about their pockets for the most part, and don't care about what Africa is doing or Africa's population. They see a better market in Africa. They see that if Africa is developed, everywhere else will benefit from it. So they are taking a positive approach to events on the continent. All right. So without much ado, okay, I am going to go into the articles. I have a few articles to talk about. I'm going to talk about the ICC, which I've spoken mostly about. I'm going to speak about Kenya, Somalia, Union. I mean, the current presidents of Africa, the current leaders of Africa are trying their best. Okay, their best is not good enough. They have to try harder. All right, they have to try harder. So, in the name of Pan Africanism, we've seen Kenya's president, and we've seen Uhuru Kenyatta and Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, joining hands and talking about joint development and integration and Pan Africanism and stuff like that. Okay, the African Union. This is what it's about. Okay, unity. So if you are on the sideline saying Africans are divided, Africans are this and that, okay, it's only a moment in time. Okay, but all efforts are gearing towards integration. Okay, I mostly speak about Africa as one entity, as one country, and that's what it's going to be. Okay, it's going to be a United States of Africa as dreamed by or envisioned by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and that's what it's going to be. All right, whether you like it or yes. All right. So I'm also going to talk about the lions. Okay, West Africa has lions as well. Apparently, there are 400 lions left in West Africa. Lions were all over Africa, okay, until the Europeans showed up and they started murdering all of them, killing all of them. There was these lions called the Barbary lions in North Africa. The Europeans, the Ottoman, and the bloody French hunted them all in the name of trophies and bounties. Okay, they killed them all. So there are no more lions in North Africa, but there are lions still in West Africa, and they're trying to preserve them and conserve them in conservation efforts. So I'm going to talk about that as well. So yeah, without much ado, I'm going to jump into the articles for the day. Niger boy, sorry, your comments is coming in late. 1 billion with education and technology, awesomeness and greatness. 4 billion without technology and education is a disaster. Yeah, precisely, Mr. Niger boy. This is the reason why the African leaders are scrambling now. Okay, there's been summits everywhere. Okay, now you know, will be in trouble if they do not act. Okay, these old people will be lynched. I'm telling you, there'll be revolutions everywhere on the continent. Okay, and these young people, the young generation, are not going to have it. Okay, they're not going to have it. So it's only wise for these leaders to act, to wise up. Okay, so they just had the investment summit in African Investment Summit in South Africa, Johannesburg, and the president of Ghana was there, Paul Kagame was there. They all spoke, you know, fervently. They spoke strongly about Africa's growth and development. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But the gay agenda, okay, the gay agenda is not what we need right now. Okay, Africa needs development. Okay, right now we're getting rains, a lot of rain in Africa actually in recent times. Okay, Kenya is flooding, the Congos are flooding, Mozambique flooding, South Africa is flooding, even Sudan is flooding. And so there's been a lot of rain for Africa now. So uh, you know, the blazes are coming, family. The blazes are coming. So we need to improve ourselves, technology. But if we leave ourselves to the Europeans and Americans, they're not gonna help us. All right, they've never been in a position to help us. All right, if anything, they just want to take from us. All right, they just want to take from us. But China and Russia reciprocate. Okay, give and take. Okay, this is what it is. We have something they need, they have something we need. Okay, so in exchange, we need development, we need infrastructure. China brings all of that. Russia brings all of that. Okay, cool. We need weapons to defend ourselves. Yeah, Russia brings that. China brings that. Okay, China needs gold. Hey, yeah, there you go, Mike. We don't need the gold. You can have the gold, Mike. We don't need the iron ore. You can have it. Okay, so this is what's happening. Okay, it's like back in the past when you used to barter trade. Okay, when you exchange, say you have yams and I have onions. Okay, I need onions, you need yams, so we exchange a portion. Okay, this is what it is. This is what trade needs to be. All right, in the African sense. All right, so the whole world is, Africa is teaching the world daily. Africa is teaching the world daily. Africa brought humanity to the world in the name of Ubuntu. Okay, I live because you live. All right, this is what it is. All right, fine. I'll get on. I'll get into the topic. I'll get into the articles. Let me have a look at my email. Let me have a look at my email. So yeah. If you're interested in jumping on, please, by all means, send me an email, chiefjoiner@hotmail.com. Yeah, join me, okay, if you're interested in jumping on. Yeah, send me an email, okay. So let me share my screen here. So my first article is the Kenya hosts international conference on population and development. Okay. So Kenya hosts international conference on population and development, and this is by Voice of America, November 12, 2019. Okay, a couple of days ago. Here is a picture. Let me pull this up. Okay, this is my thumbnail. Okay, Denmark's Minister for Development Cooperation, Rasmus Prehn, left Crown Prince Mary of Denmark Center and Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta right attend the International Conference on Population and Development Summit in Nairobi. Princess Mary, by the way, Princess Mary is Australian. Okay, Princess Mary is Australian. We celebrate her here. Okay, for being a royal part of the royal family. But we know the first people to discover Australia was in the name of Abel Tasman, okay, who discovered Australia, Tasmania, and that person was a Dutch, okay, that was a Dutch. So yeah, we know why the Crown Prince of Denmark went in there to marry her. So yeah. So coming back to this article, Nairobi, Kenya is hosting a United Nations coordinated. So it's over. It was from the 12th of November to the 14th. So it would still be 14th in your part of the world, in Africa, in that, but Australia is the 15th. So Nairobi, Kenya is hosting a United Nations coordinated conference on population and development. And in this week in Nairobi, over 6,000 delegates from 160 nations, including heads of states, are attending the three-day forum to discuss reproductive health rights, ending gender-based violence, and sustainable development. The UN's International Conference on Population and Development, ICPD, opened Tuesday with repeated vows made at the first summit in Cairo 25 years ago. Crown Prince Mary of Denmark, a co-host of the conference, underscored the significance of the summit. I think we can all agree that the ICPD was a turning point, a defining moment in our history. Crown Princess Mary said in Cairo, the world articulated a bold new vision about relationship between population development and individual well-being, and empowering of women and meeting people's needs for education and health, including sexual and reproductive health, are necessary for both individual advancement and balanced development. The summit aims to examine the progress made since a 1994 program of action drafted in Cairo. More than 150 countries signed onto the plan, which placed women's empowerment, individual dignity, and human rights, and the right to plan one's family at the heart of development. In Nairobi Tuesday, heads of states stressed their country's policies and commitments to gender equality, sexual and reproductive health. Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta pledged to end female genital mutilation, FGM, by 2022. Okay, and he got a really big cheer for that speech. Kenyatta was among African leaders who called also for ending child marriage. So yeah, I was glad the Somalian president was there, Mr. Faraja. Okay, I'm glad he was there. Okay, I believe that we can all commit to eliminate child marriages. The percentage of young women between 20 and 24 years of age are married before their 18th birthday has declined from 34% in 1994 to 25% in 2019. Okay, and it's all about education and giving women, opportunities as you give men. So, one education. Once women are educated, okay, I mean everything's going to fall in place, right? Everyone's life is going to be improved. So, but the absolute number of girls under 18 who are at risk of child marriage is estimated at 10.3 million in 2019. So that's still very, very high. Child marriage and sexual and reproductive health care are controversial issues in African nations where traditional cultures often clash with campaigns for individual rights. In some countries like Kenya, laws that limit access to abortion services have fueled unsafe and often deadly backstreet abortions. At the conference today, the UN's Deputy Secretary General Amina Mohammed tied women's rights squarely to development. It needs to be education, really. So yeah, if you give a woman education, okay, she's gonna do better. Okay, that's gonna lead to development. All right. So these people, I don't know where they got the education from. I don't know where they got it. It's really silly. But I'll move on. The power to choose a number, timing, and spacing of children is a human right that can bolster well-being, economic, and social development. And when people can exercise their rights, they thrive, said Mohammed, and they do, and so do societies at large. Okay, so it's not about that. Okay, these people have their priorities misplaced. They need to educate women. Okay, if you educate a woman, okay, you educate a whole nation. All right, this is what it is. This is what it is. A woman is going to be at work. She's not going to be a bitch somewhere in the house. Okay, she's not going to be a bitch in the house for the man. She's going to be working. She's going to have her own fortune. She's going to build her own wealth. Okay, and any man who wants to be with her needs to match up. Okay, if you're a man and you cannot match up with an educated woman, you are a bitch. Right? Excuse my language. I am very passionate about this. Okay. All right. This is just common sense, but I mean, this makes me sick. Okay. To reach those goals, the Nairobi Conference on Population and Development is expected to produce pledges of financial support, but it will take more than money and talk to see some African nations enforce laws and regulations on gender equality and sexual reproductive health. You do not need to pass laws. You just need to educate women. All right, this is what it is. Right. So this is the end of that article. Okay. This article just upset me a little bit, but yeah. All right. So welcome to the stream again. 6 people are here. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Who is here? SB, long time chief. Yeah, long time family. Where have you been? All right. I'm happy to have you here. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Good to see another African gang brother in the house. Yeah, brother. Yeah. So yeah. What do you all think about this? Okay, that article, the ICPD summit. Okay, they try to promote the gay agenda, the homosexual agenda. Africans do not hate gay people, and I stated again. Okay, gay people exist in every society, but homosexuality is not an African thing. The African believes in life. The African believes in children, and therefore homosexuality does not bring forth life. So, the African is against it. It's against the nature of the African. All right. It's against the nature of the African. So, Uhuru Kenyatta was firm. Okay. He put his foot down. In fact, let me take a little break and play you a few videos before I go on to the next article, which is another topic. So I have a couple of videos on this topic. Okay. Give me a second. All right, so I have this. Okay, when I unplug my mic, it just mutes itself. So I have learned to do that. So let's see. I'm not gonna play Uhuru Kenyatta's speech, but I'm gonna play a video from NTV. Okay, Nairobi Television, Kenya. Okay, so you can listen to the sound bites of that. All right.
Host the international. Kenya will host the International Conference on Population and Development next week. The initiative aims at ensuring women's reproductive health and rights are at the center of national and global development efforts. And with just 4 days before the conference kicks off, sections of Kenyan society is becoming wary of the agenda of the conference. Charity Mwangi reports.
That Kenya is a conservative society is a known fact. At the forefront is a clergy that does not shy away from exercising its moral muscle. The Catholic Church, in particular, has taken a stand on issues to do with population control and the sanctity of marriage, a position that is now being challenged by a more liberal way of life. But this has not stopped the Catholic bishops from expressing concern about the agenda and the influence that the International Conference on Population and Development may have on the society.
Wanaoingizia jambo la ndoa za wake kwa wake, waume kwa waume, au mambo yanayohusu kutumia vizuia mimba au utoaji mimba, uviaji mimba. Haya ni mambo ambayo kongamano hilo lililoanza 94 kule Cairo, sasa laja hapa miaka iliyofuatilizia 2019, na packaging ama walivyounda masuala yao ni yale yale, lengo lao ni lile lile.
The political class seems to agree. The mention of the conference at Parliament sent temperatures through the roof. The organizers had proposed to make a presentation in Parliament, but politicians became worried.
If it is coming out clearly that these people are most likely coming to discuss something that we don't agree to as a country, then, Mr. Speaker, the next question you want to ask is why allow them to come?
Why can't they have that meeting elsewhere? Why here? So that we don't have to discuss the pros and cons of what they're going to discuss. That's not for us.
If we have different views, let us be tolerant. Let those who don't want gays and lesbians say they don't want them. Let those who want to say they want gays and lesbians say they want them and give their reasons.
The president, though more diplomatic, was clear that Kenya has strong values and will not readily accept conflicting ideologies.
Sio kusema tuna meza yote ambaye tunaletewa, hapana. Tunang'oa yale ambaye tunajua inadhulumu wenzetu. Na tunakataa kabisa yale ambaye tunajua tunaletewa ambaye hailingani na mila ama tabia zetu.
However, the conference organizers, under the coordination of the United Nations, have subtle talking points touching on unwanted teenage pregnancies and maternal health that are doing little to calm nerves.
If we say that we are committed to reducing maternal mortality, broadly, we cannot ignore the many deaths that are caused by unsafe abortion, because unsafe abortion is one of the 5 major causes of maternal mortality.
Another issue that seems to be raising concern is that of same-sex unions.
We are essentially speaking about leaving no one behind and ensuring that there's equal access by all people to healthcare. And that's what needs to guide states about access to sexual and reproductive health services by LGBT.
The battle lines seem to have been drawn. The conversations and resolutions that will emerge from the conference may shape development policies and agenda that may be acceptable globally, but face a tough battle within the country they were conceived. Charity Mwangi, NTV.
All right, so you all heard that, okay? You all heard that from Kenya, okay? Fresh, okay? Direct from Africa.
Away from the economy, with just 3 days left to the opening of the Nairobi summit of the
Okay. So you know, that's a repeat of another video of the same thingy, okay? Just telling you that, you know, we don't want this, okay? We don't want this, okay? They can let me put my mic back in. You know, they can keep their homosexuality, okay, where they come from. Bring us the development, bring us the technologies, bring us all these things, okay, but keep your homosexuality, okay? Obama, keep your homosexuality, all right. So I mean, this is Africa, mate. This is Africa. You can't just come and create your laws in Africa. We don't want it, okay? We respect our values and norms, okay? We respect it, and we also respect, you know, the dignity of every human being, and that everyone's dignity needs to be upheld, okay? So yeah, we understand that, and we have our norms and laws. So as when we go to other countries, we need to respect their laws and norms, okay? You need to do the same, okay? When you come to Africa, you need to do the same. So Anthony Liu, thanks for joining the thank you for joining the stream. You have a comment here. No, SB, I haven't been to Kenya. Okay, I'd love to visit Kenya. I've been to Mauritius. So yeah, I've been to Mauritius. 3 years ago now I was in Mauritius. So yeah, that's the closest I've been to Kenya. Eastern ideology, Anthony Liu, Eastern ideology embracing Western philosophy will be a disaster. Exactly. That's why China has censorship. Okay, that's why China blocks Google and the internet. China has its own form of Google. If you need to research anything, you can go and research. You can find it in their own Google. version of Google. But all the nonsense, okay, all the nonsense on the internet is not in China. Okay, so you're right there, Anthony. Eastern ideology embracing Western philosophy will be a disaster. African nations already has accepted too much of the Caucasian man's ideology. The Catholic Church has no business in Africa. Exactly, family. This is what I say all the time. Okay, Africa is still colonized mentally because of religion, especially Christianity. Not so much Islam, but Christianity. Okay, just enslaves your mind. It creates this environment for dependency on the European, the white savior complex, and you know, Kenya is full of it. Kenya is full of religious people. Even Dr. Mubi herself, she used to be a staunch Christian, and now her eyes are opening. Her eyes are opening. She's now saying Hotep, Hotep. Okay, Hotep behind me, Hotep. All right. So I mean, come on. We have to let go of this religious. I was in Mauritius. Oh, so religious, Catholic. Oh boy, it's very sad. It's very sad. Okay, so I mean, the European has done a really good job. You know, constipating our African religion and giving us Christianity. Okay, and making Africans so dumb, really dumb. Okay. So all is in education. Once you're educated, you're going to improve yourself. So yeah. So SB, hit me up later, all right? Hit me up later. You got my number. So yeah, hit me up later. We'll talk. So yeah, Anthony Liu, thank you for that comment. Okay. Let's see who else. Museveni also spoke. There is a little bit. Let me see if I can play Museveni's speech as well. So give me a sec.
Heads of state, the first ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to be in this forum. Before I read
So Museveni says the girls own their bodies. Museveni tells the delegates at ICPD 25th summit. Okay. Museveni is known for saying really bizarre things, but he's on point. He's similar to Robert Mugabe in so many ways. So yeah, let's listen to him. Okay, let's listen to him. He's very old, you know, but yeah. Well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, but he needs to really improve his country and lift them out of poverty. So let's see.
our commitment, I just wanted to mention 4 points. Point number 1, quite a bit of progress has been achieved, certainly in the case of Uganda. Child mortality has gone down, maternal mortality has gone down, more children are in school, including girls. We have got now more girls in schools than the boys. So progress has been achieved. But I was listening very carefully to the speeches until His Excellency Kenyatta knocked on one of the points. I was getting worried. What was worrying me, because I also came here to march. I came to march for gender equality. However, as Melinda Gates said, the human beings have been here for 4.5 million years. That is since they came from monkeys. You remember there were monkeys before? And 4.5 million years ago, they started being human beings slowly. Most of that time, this gender inequality has been there. That's what Melinda Gates also pointed out. So therefore, as I'm coming to match with you, I want to point out that you cannot achieve this equality if the society does not change itself. You cannot keep a pre-capitalist society in existence and you think you will achieve easily these goals. You are not going to keep your Turkana as Turkana and your Pokots, the other side. I know, I live with them, I know what they do. And your Masais, keep them traditional, but also achieve these aims. That's why I would feel more comfortable to add to our literature here the words socio-economic transformation of the whole society. You cannot keep a traditional society and then you make it achieve middle-class goals, because these are essentially middle-class goals. Even Europe was like this, was like gender inequality and so on. It is in the last few centuries when the middle-class values have been achieved, even in Europe. The votes in the UK did not vote until 1911.
This is Tyler. Tyler, with Grammarly's help, is writing an email to his
right. So
Tyler sits.
So that was you.
70. Okay, let me just quit this ad. Okay. Really annoying. Okay. Really annoying ad. There was no warning there. It just showed up.
Sorry about that. Okay, that was an ad that popped in. Okay. I hate these.
So that the women were not voting. So, can we add to our literature, the literature of this conference, the words socio-economic transformation? So, I put what I put here, marching for gender equality in a socio-economically transformed society. I wanted to add that. His Excellency Kenyatta touched it because he talked of job creation and development. If you don't create jobs for the population, how will you ensure equality of anybody, including the women? The people have no jobs. They have.
So hang on, let me make sure the mic is okay. It's working. I am very surprised that Museveni is talking about job creation. His country is the least developed country in Africa, one of the least developed countries in Africa, one of the poorest countries in Africa. So yeah, I mean, he's too old. Okay, he's too old to even look at himself in the mirror Okay, so he's pointing fingers at himself, but you know, come on, Mr. Museveni. Okay, create jobs for your own country. Okay, create jobs for your own country. All right, this is what I wanted to put out there. Okay, Museveni needs to create jobs for his country, Uganda. Okay, Uganda is a very, very naturally beautiful country, you know. But at the hands of these old African heads of states, okay, they've ruined it. All right, they ruined it. But you know, the future is still bright. Okay, I'm very, very hopeful. So yeah, let's keep on listening to Museveni for a few more minutes. Okay, Mr. Niger Boy, I didn't get your email, so you need to email me again. All right, email me again, and I'll bring you on. All right, let me check my. Now let's keep playing.
Are vulnerable. They can be exploited. You can legislate, but the legislation will not be implemented because there is a lot of problems in the society. I had the slogan, which I support. The girls own their bodies.
So yeah, he just dropped the bomb there. Okay, the girls own their bodies. All right. So I just wanted you to hear this. All right. So I'll leave the link in the. Okay, in case you missed it. Okay, he said he's got a slogan that he supports. Okay, the girls own the bodies. So in case you missed that, okay, hear it again.
Own their bodies. I had the slogan, which I support. The girls own their bodies. I totally agree that my daughters and my granddaughters own their bodies. Remember, I'm here as a veteran. I am a veteran husband, veteran father, veteran grandfather. I have been through all of it. That's why I'm veteran. I'm also a veteran freedom fighter. But the question is, when you own something, don't you sometimes get consultants to help you own your property better?
All right, so Mr. Museveni and his speeches. Okay, if you know Museveni very well, let me put my mic back in to ensure the sound is good. All right, so the sound is still good. Let's see. All right, so yeah, I mean, if you've heard any speeches by Museveni, okay, he always talks like that. Okay, yeah, Robert Mugabe speaks like that as well. So yeah, so Mr. Niger Boy, let's see. Okay, cool. I just got your email. Let's see. Okay, so the email has been sent to you, Mr. Niger Boy. Okay, you're welcome to jump on. All right, follow the link and jump on. All right, so you know, it's been cemented now. Okay, we do not want gay people in Africa. I mean, we do not want homosexuals in Africa. Okay, the homosexual agenda
is not being welcomed. Okay, gay people. Let me say that again. Okay, we do not hate gay people. Africans do not hate gay people. We just do not promote homosexuality. We are not for homosexuals because one thing, it does not lead to life. Okay, gay people can do whatever they want to do in their bedroom. Okay, but do not expose it outside because it's abhorrent. All right, we do not want it. All right. Okay. Cool. So yeah, moving on. Mr. Nigel Boy, you're welcome to jump on. All right. So Ryan Names, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you. It's not African culture. Yeah, homosexuality is not African culture. All right, it's not. So thank you for jumping on. All right. So going on, Kenya and Somalia. This is a short read. Okay, very short one. Kenya and Somalia to normalize relations after leaders meet in Nairobi. Okay, so that was also during the Nairobi summit. Okay, so there's a lot of summits on these days. Okay, which is really good for Africa, right? We know the African Investment Summit recently in South Africa generated $40 billion. Okay, in investment, which is great. Okay, 56 investment proposals were brought forward. Okay, 52 were granted. Okay, 52 investment agreements were made, and this is great for Africa. All right, this is very, very great for Africa. So let's see, Mr. Niger Boy, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Check your email. So short read. Let me share this screen. Kenya, Somalia to normalize relations after leaders meet in Nairobi. Okay, so we have the Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta and the Somali President Mr. Faraja. Okay, and despite this article by Abdur Rahman Al-Fan Shaban. Okay, Al-Fan Shaban. Despite the raging maritime boundary disagreement, leaders of Kenya and Somalia on Thursday agreed to normalize relations at a meeting in Nairobi, and this is to the Somali, diaspora. Okay, we're seeing this Somali female in counseling in government in Maine. Okay, so Africans have been educated in the West. Okay, send your education and improve your country, improve Africa, help build Africa, and uplift Africa. So this is what I'm all about. Okay, this is what I'm all about. This is my fight. All right. So take my education, go onto the continent, improve their lives, leave a legacy. Okay, at least get a road in Africa named in your name. Okay, it will last forever. Okay, well, it will last a long time. Okay, get something built in Africa that you will be remembered for. And this is the opportunity is now for you to do that. Okay, the opportunity is now to do that. Obama never did anything for Africa, but there is a runabout in Ghana named Obama Square. Okay, I mean, this is BS. Okay, when you take tangibles, make sure you leave a legacy on the continent. All right. So despite a raging maritime boundary disagreement, leaders of Kenya and Somalia on Thursday agreed to normalize relations at a meeting in Nairobi. Kenya's Uhuru Kenyatta and his Somali counterpart Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, reaffirmed the invaluable relations between the two neighbors during a joint press conference after a closed-door meeting. The Somali leader was part of the world leaders who were in Kenya for the just ended International Conference on Population and Development. This year's was the 25th edition. Kenya's Foreign Affairs Chief Monica Juma wrote on Twitter, the two principals agreed to bring normality to our bilateral relations and do everything to ensure peaceful relations, including obtaining visas and on arrival. I'll take that again. do everything to ensure peaceful relations, including obtaining visas on arrival to encourage free movement of our people. Okay, the Somali leader also expressed gratitude to Kenya for its role in AMISOM, the African Union peace keeping mission fighting insurgent group Al-Shabaab, and its role in sheltering Somali refugees fleeing conflict back home. So SB, I understand you, family. I understand you. Kenya is doing a great job. Ghana does a good job too. On the issue of the maritime boundary, Famajo said he had confidence that the International Court of Justice, ICJ, seized with the matter will deliver a mutually acceptable resolution when it rules on the matter in months ahead. So yeah. Here's a tweet from someone. Remarks by President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo on what he has agreed and discussed with President Uhuru Kenyatta. In particular, President. Welcome on, Mr. Nigel Boy. I can't see you though. I think I have to let you on to stream.
Can you hear me?
Mr. Nigel Boy, you're on. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm still at work. I'm still at work, so you might hear people coming to my office and back and forth. So, can you hear me?
All right. Okay, cool.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream, Mr. Nigel Boy.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so give me a minute. Let me finish this article, okay? So yeah, President Farmajo assures President Kenyatta that the ICJ issue would not be affected by bilateral relationship. Okay, so the link will be in the description box. Check it out for yourself, okay? And that's about it. Kenyatta's speech as well. So yeah. So check it out, okay? And finally, okay, my final article today is about the lions in West Africa, okay? They need to be protected. It's a short read. So let me share this and then I'll let you speak, Mr. Niger Boy. So the article says counting the last lions of Nigeria, a day in the life of a researcher. When I was a little kid, we used to have a story time called By the Fireside, okay? And they tell the older people or the elderly tell stories to young people and they speak about lions and all these elephants and zebras and stuff, all these animals that you find only concentrated in East Africa, and that all those animals were ubiquitous on the continent of Africa. But when the Europeans showed up and climate change and everything, okay, all these animals started going extinct. Okay, so they wiped out. I spoke about it before. They wiped out all the lions in North Africa. They called them the Barbary lion. Okay, it used to live in the Atlas Mountain and stretch all the way to Egypt, but because of the desert and stuff, they were pushed to the coast. And when the Europeans arrived, they started shooting them and killing them. All right, so I think the last time people spotted the Barbary lion was in 1960s, but it was only speculations. But in 1927, it was deemed that the lions of North Africa went extinct. Okay, so I'm glad to know that lions still exist in West Africa, and we need to protect them. So here's the article, okay, from Nigeria. In the green environment of the Yankari Game Reserve, an unquenchable desire to head count wild animals exists. A constant aggression is led by many persons, including Marshall Kiki, the 31-year-old researcher from the Republic of Benin. On a normal day, plays the sound of a distressed buffalo calf over a megaphone, hoping to lure lions and buffaloes to come to the main forest land. Okay, in 5-10 years, lions can disappear completely from Nigeria. Now, everywhere we're going there, everywhere we're going, there are hyena prints. Okay, so there are signs of them. The whole idea is to get a decent head count of the creatures. But despite broadcasting 29 hours of calls and trekking 150 kilometers, more than 90 miles through Yankari looking for tracks, Kiki hasn't seen one lion yet. Okay, so I expected to see more than this. So they only seen prints of lions, but they're not seeing the lions themselves. So the leopard still exists in West Africa. Hyenas still exist in West Africa. Hippos, and so on and so forth. Right. I expected to see more than this, Kiki told news agency. The situation has become worse. There has been no response to no response, no tracks. He said, inadvertently likening the situation to one of the darkest scenes from Disney's The Lion King. So again, in 5-10 years, lions can disappear completely from Nigeria. Now everywhere we're going, there are hyena prints. Okay. There are only 2 areas in Nigeria home to lions: Kainji Lake National Park in the northwest, where some 30 cats are living, and Yankari, where researchers believe there are just under 5, and that's very sad. So here's a tweet: searching for the last lions in Nigeria. The situation has become worse. There has been no response, no tracks. In all, some 400 lions reside in West Africa region. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, says parks famous for their lions, including Tanzania's Serengeti Park and South Africa's Kruger National Park, run on a budget of approximately $500 or 450 euros per square kilometer, or 0.3 square miles. Most West African parks with lions operate on a budget of just $36 per square kilometer. So that's very poor. While enough work is required to carry out these census, Kiki and his team of wildlife officials are careful not to get hurt in the wild world of the lions. We shot to scare them, but instead of them trying to run away, they shot at us. I mean, this is very sad. Okay, this is very sad. Okay, we need to protect the creatures of Africa. This can be a game changer for Africa. This can bring about investment opportunities in terms of tourism. All right. So welcome to the stream, Mr. Niger Boy. You're on with me. Okay. Appreciate you coming on. All right. Thank you for your time. All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Let us know in the chat if you can hear Mr. Niger Boy. Onyx Stallion, thanks for joining the stream. Lions mainly live in savannas where tall grass heads are. Yeah, if you know anything about West Africa, the Sahel region, okay, there's a lot of tall grass, and that's where lions live. All right, so yeah, West Africa, we're talking about northern Nigeria, northern Togo, northern Benin, northern Burkina Faso, Mali, and that even all the way to Senegal. Okay, there are lions there. That's why even Sierra Leone was named the Lion Mountain. Okay, so
I'm still at work, and I'll be in and out of this stream. So
yeah. Okay, one more comment, and I'll get back to you, family. Anthony Lee said African nations have to stop borrowing money in the IMF and instead start to use resources that each country has to build their infrastructure by way of putting people to work. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. You said it better than I would. All right. Like China did. Okay. China used its people to build their economy, and it was great for them. All right, Mr. Najabo, back to you.
Yeah, I said I'm still at work, so you might hear me come in and out of the stream. And I'm just here to support my brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, you and I were talking offline. The future. We all know the future is Africa. We have dreams and aspirations. This is why I purposefully I'm doing YouTube for that main factor. Main reason is to network. Build better relationships and go build a continent. So
Chief, you're too optimistic about all this thing coming together. I tell you, like, you know, the main problem we have is we don't love ourselves. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna, you know, go through this, or how we're gonna like come together as you know, as a people. But Black people in general, we don't like ourselves. And that's the truth.
Yeah. All right. So it's all about education and how we educate ourselves. Europeans don't really like themselves either. Okay, the Spaniards never liked the Brits. The Italians never liked the Germans. The French never liked the Brits. The Germans never liked the French. The Serbs never liked the wherever is there, the Armenians. You know, Europe is divided, bro. Russians don't even like, you know, I mean, it's crazy. Okay, but these people, right, they can come together for one common purpose. They can come together for one common purpose, and to go rape Africa and dominate the world. Why can't Africans do that? So it's all about education and creating awareness. And if you keep feeding into these propaganda, white supremacy propaganda, you know, you are going to be, you know, pessimistic. So I'm here to educate. Okay, my channel is all about educating and causing you to think, you know, that there are other avenues that you can you know, approach life, you know, with. So I mean, everything is doable, everything is possible if you put your mind to it. So educate yourself on positive things, you know. But as well, change. Okay, if you want to see a change, in the words of Michael Jackson, okay, change starts with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, okay, and create change. All right, nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it, okay, and it only takes one to make a change, and everybody will follow it. All right, okay. Are you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to you. You know,
Yeah. So
I don't want to bring any negativity into this, but like
no,
you
no,
have,
I welcome the discussion. I mean, it's a discussion. Okay, there are so many people that feel like you. I was on O'Shea show. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see me
yeah,
on
no, but
O'Shea show?
on what?
There's so many people that are so pessimistic and have no trust in themselves to do better. They just want to rely on the white man and a white built structure for them in the United States, and don't want to build on anything for themselves, bragging America is the best country in the world. I'm trying to tell them, look, I'm living like a king here in Australia. You know, I built a 5-bedroom house by myself at the age of 24. You know, I built my house at the age of 24. I built a 5-bedroom house, currently worth $800,000, almost $1 million. You know, and so I mean, these people are laughable. They're just laughable. They haven't built anything. If the white man made them build it, our ancestors put the whip to their back. This is sad, but they don't want to go to Africa or separate from the white man and go build something for themselves or for their children. So I mean, this is very sad. Okay.
Well,
It's all about education, bro.
Haven't been to so many countries. Black people are different in every continent you go to. Like in all the countries, you know, you have blacks. They have. I mean, like you don't see like a totally black guy telling you like darker than me, telling you he's not African, and he's gonna tell you I'm Dominican, Puerto Rican, you know, like so. First, we need to identify. We need to who are Africans? Who are we? Like if you know, like if you can see someone as dark as Akon telling you that you know what, I'm not African, I'm Dominican, I'm Haitian, I'm this, I'm not African. I mean that is a problem.
It is a problem, and Akon is proud of him.
No, I'm talking about
African, by the way.
I'm just as dark as him. Because I you know,
it's miseducation, bro. It's miseducation. Okay, miseducation. Now, Anthony has a very, very good comment. Anthony Liu, again, thank you for your contribution. Schools should be free to attend for all, but if you have too many overly educated women in your society, then who will be there to raise the children culturally,
traditionally and with customs. All right, so I will address this. Okay, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, when he first established the first ever Black nation in Africa that was independent. Okay, he instituted free education for all. Okay, this is Nkrumah. Okay, Nkrumah first brought education, free education for everybody. Okay, and now they scrapped it. They removed Nkrumah. They brought in subsequent governments, the skirmish here and there. But now the new current president of Ghana has instituted free education for every Ghanaian. Okay, so free education is the best way. So I mean, if you create opportunity for people through education, they can do whatever they want to do in terms of developing themselves. But coming to culture, traditional and customs and stuff like that, I mean, incorporate into the education system. All right. If it's in a education system, I went to primary school in Ghana. Okay, we learn about culture day in and day out, every day. I mean, the culture in Ghana is very, very strong, although we have free education, you know. So I mean, it depends. Okay, it depends on how far Africans want to push their culture and that. But if they put it through the education system, okay, there will be nobody that would be exempt. All right. So, Mr. Najaboy, go on. Mr. Najaboy, are you there? I think Mr. Najaboy froze, but he left a comment. Hunger and poverty. Okay, hunger and poverty can also be eliminated through education. So if you educate, you bring, education, sustainable development, education onto the continent. Okay, you are going to be educated how to mechanize your farms, how to grow your food and sustainability. Okay, you're going to be educated on managing diseases. You're going to be educated in managing sanitation and development and everything. Everything is in education. Okay, education is key. All right, education is key to everything. All right, and yeah. So I think Mr. Najaboy froze. I only have 5 more minutes left of this stream. Mr. Najaboy, welcome back. You froze. So
yeah, I was trying to read the comments and I went away. But I could hear you though.
All right, cool. So I've got 5 more minutes. I'll give you the floor to speak. Oh damn. Okay, so we lost Mr. Najaboy again. Okay. So follow the link again and hop on. Okay. Follow the link and hop on if you can. But I do get Mr. Najaboy's point. Okay. Many people resent the fact that they're Africans only because they see poverty, hunger, and disease on the continent. But that is the mainstream media perpetuating these kind of things. But Africans have been around. Africans have been around for millions of years. All right, as Museveni was telling you, okay, in a parody. Okay, Africans have been around millions of years. We do not know. Only scientists are speculating. All right. So yeah, we can fix this, bro. We can fix this. It's education, bro. It's education. So yeah. Go ahead.
I'm trying to connect back to my earbuds because I told them at work, so this is not connected.
All right. Well, we can tackle this next time. We can do this next time. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on. You're freezing as well. I just I have to go in 3 more minutes. So have you connected your earbuds?
No, it's not connecting.
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna go, but let me read the last comment here. Black Americans, Anthony again. Black Americans were socially engineered to be consumers. They watch too much television and are more enamored with looks and wanting to be the Jones instead of nation building with pride, like Marcus Garvey said. Okay, so yeah, this is it. You understand me, Anthony Liu? You understand me perfectly. I'll love to have you on the show. I'll love to have you on the
We
stream.
have to understand the plights of African Americans. You know, being here has done a lot of damages. I mean, it's done a lot. And if you're not here, if you're not living here, you can't really see what's happening. So it's easier for, like, you know, non-Americans, or, you know, people living outside the US to blame, you know, people right here in the US. It's easier for us to blame them. But there's a lot of things going on. It's like, you have to be here to understand what's really going on.
Yeah, but we see it, bro. We see it. Okay, we see it. I mean, I pointed out on O'Shea's show. Okay, it's a global village now. I mean, the Black Americans tell on themselves every day. They upload their daily lives on Wellstar Hip Hop. This is what they do. I mean, we see what's going on. Not that we don't, we see. I mean, I can go on Google now and walk the streets of Los Angeles. I can walk the streets of New York. Google 3D. I can do that live television. I can log into live cam and see what's happening in Times Square. I don't need to be there physically, bro. I can see what's going on.
Yeah, but like, see, like, the people that, I mean, who do we follow here? We follow Kanye West. Who do we follow for real? Like,
but
who?
that is called dysfunction, bro. That is like, dysfunction. You had Marcus Garvey. You guys had Marcus Garvey. You had Malcolm X. You had Martin Luther King. You killed him. You killed them all. And drove Marcus Garvey out. I mean, the system is designed for Black Americans to fail, and the only way to avert this is to get out of the matrix. Find your way out of the matrix. Get out. Okay, and this is my message to African Americans. If you don't get out,
this type of thought and thinking, this is for mainly Pan-Africanists. If you're not if you're not that, you know, you don't think like this. Your school of thought is different.
Okay, let me read this comment. Onyx Stallion, look up brother Black Sarah. Look up pro Black Sarah Sutan Seti and Michi X. They both mixed as many blacks here. Yeah, precisely. I mean, this is what I'm saying, right? The epitome of blackness is Africa. If you want to be so pro-black, if you want to be so black, okay, it's only in Africa. It's only in Africa. Blackness is only in Africa. The future of the black race is Africa. It's nowhere else. So bear that in mind, family. Bear that in mind. All right. Oh no, we lost Niger Boy again. But I do understand him. Okay, I do get his point. The sentiment is still there that I need to be there. I need to live in the United States to know what's going on, not just have visited once and say, oh, I've seen it all. No, I need to actually live there, being born there, brought up there, gone through the struggle. But the whole thing is, you know, the thought is a crab in a bucket mentality. Okay, I don't need to be in the bucket, you know, to be, you know, to know how you know what's going on. I see what's going on. I see what's going on in the bucket. All right, one crab is trying to get out. You can see one crab is trying to get out, and then all the other crabs are like, who the hell are you? What do you think you are? Where are you going? And they're pulling back down in the bucket. Okay, so this is what's going on in the United States. So yeah, the crab in the bucket mentality. Not until we get ourselves out of that paradigm, okay, we're going nowhere. All right, Onyx Stallion again. Jews control. What is WSHH? I'm not sure what is that, but you mean the media? Okay, Jews control the media. I think just as they own the channels that show Africans burning each other with tires to a crisp. Yeah, exactly. So all these things going on in Africa has been perpetuated by fake news. Okay, and Uhuru Kenyatta, I mean not Uhuru, Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa pointed it out during the African Investment Summit. Okay, that this is what's going on. Fake news. Okay, the internet people can just jump on the internet and post fake news and say this is what it is. Okay, I saw with my own eyes airplanes flying into the World Trade Center, and people are telling me airplanes didn't fly into World Trade Center. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Nearly 20 years now, people are not coming up with videos that there was no airplane flying into the World Trade Center. I mean, come on, this is just foolishness. Pro-black here is just a business. World Star Hip Hop. Exactly, that's what it is. They're not for your liberation. They're just there to make money. So I think boy is no longer coming on. I'm done. Okay, the stream is over. I wanna say applaud Uhuru Kenyatta for standing his ground on the respecting African culture, promoting African culture. Okay, we do not hate gay people. We do not hate homosexual. They just have no place in Africa. That's it. All right, they have no place in Africa. All right, keep your shit in the bedroom. Okay, don't bring it outside. Okay, this is the African norm. All right, and also I'm happy to see Kenya's president Uhuru Kenyatta again with the Somali president Mr. Abdullahi Mohammed Abdullahi Farmajo, join hands and to promote stability, regional integration, and stuff like that in development. Okay, this is what's good for Africa. We need to integrate. Okay, together we stand. Okay, divided we fall and become susceptible to distraction and invasion. All right. Also, save the lions in Nigeria. Save the lions in West Africa. Okay, they're the pride of Africa. All right. We want to see our lions forever. Okay, in Africa. All right. Great symbol for Africa. Yeah. Onyx Stallion. We saw 800,000 Tutsis massacred in 100 days. Wow. I mean, even the movie Hotel Rwanda was I was in a flight, and that movie was on the flight for a long time. So everybody flying will be seeing that movie on the flight. I mean, they make sure they perpetuate all these things of Africa, but they never show you the good stories and the development happening in Africa. Okay, they won't tell you how fast Africa is developing. Okay, how fast Africa is developing. They won't tell you that. So yeah, I mean. We thank God. We really thank God. I don't even believe in God, but we thank God. Okay, the Almighty Creator, the universe, nature. Okay, whatever. For creating YouTube and the internet where we can all interact. Social media is just amazing to share information and interact. All right, family. Okay, I appreciate all of you. Okay, peace. Okay, love one another. Okay. It's only unity that we can build anything meaningful. Okay, together we stand, divided we fall. Okay, Pan-Africanism is the future of Africa. Okay, one. Until next time, family. Catch you in the next episode. Peace out. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend. One. Peace. Peace, brother Anthony. Peace.